Well, howdy everybody. Jed here with Scott's Speed Shop, and today's little video adventure is, well, kind of one of the makings. This is actually the first time we have filmed 2026, and we just got this Midwest winter storm deal. Just a few days ago, there was no snow, and it was like 50 degrees out here in January. It's like January 26th or 3rd or something like that. And we didn't get a whole lot of snow as far as winters go, but got enough to remind us that it's January now. But in the back of the truck, we're getting ready to go on an adventure to look at some pretty cool antique machine equipment to work on engines, so we can, be able to do more work on things, and we'll show you more of that interesting stuff. But while we're at this buddy's place, we're going to be dropping off a particular 18 spline 833 that's let's just say missing some stuff, and it belongs to a certain blue 70 Charger we got back there. And like Dad said, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are ready to see this thing get done. So part of that is taking all these parts we got from Danny Brewer at Brewer's Performance. So if you've been living under a rock and you didn't watch any of the stuff on No Name Nationals from other viewers or my video, you won't know why Jezebel is back on the work pad and the satellite is over there. Let me show you what happened. Well, at the No Name Nationals event, I actually drag raced Jezebel, had a killer time at the event, and first pass was Grandma. Second pass, hazed the tires all the way down the track. Pass, talked to Scott and Mike Brewer and a couple other drag racers, did some mods to the car with suspension and everything else, took the air cleaner off, and
Scott's Speed Shop in the right way.
well, we invented the first quick detach output shaft of an 833. Where is it? Where is it? It's back here somewhere. Oh yeah, right there. Completely destroyed. Let's see. What can we see? Oh, or the output shaft? It's stuck in the drive shaft. Mark at Advanced Engine Machine built one hell of a motor. Oh, that would have made a killer pass had that not have happened. Damn it.
You just exposed another weak link.
Oh, I knew, Adam, from the get-go. We had a killer engine from Mark. We had the strange Dana 60. We had the strange chromoly drive shaft. What's the last weak link? Transmission.
Strange makes transmissions?
No. Well, I guess we'll be getting on the horn with somebody, because we're going to need another transmission. At least the back half of one. So there's that, fellers. Oh, and by the way, keep chucking belts. 2 brand new belts.
You know, that would have been a hell of a...
And as much as Brian and I love Twinkie the Kid, Twinkie, I'm sorry, you're bad luck. Oh yeah. And I was talking to some people on Facebook, and my really good friend Dan Brewer of Brewer's Performance, where's his sticker at? Right there, right there. The man, the myth, the legend. Boom, right there. He sent me a couple boxes. He cut me a deal on these. He's a great guy, and I'm not just saying it's because he cut me a deal, but he is a legitimate great friend of mine. Basically see him every year at Indy, and he's just a great dude to do business with. Really cares about his customers, cares about his product. So seriously, go check him out. He's got all sorts of stuff. Bell housings. He started making bell housings because aftermarket can't do it right, apparently, for Chryslers. And all sorts of stuff. I mean, anything you need, Chrysler 4-speed related, even restoration stuff, he's got it on his website. You can call, talk to him and his team. Fantastic people. But I am really curious what's in these boxes, like, just to make sure everything's there and everything's cool. So let's dig into those. What do we got here, Danny? What'd you send me? Let's see. Look at that. That is what broke. We broke right about there, actually. Yeah, right there is where we broke. Oh, very nice. So we got ourselves a new output shaft, main shaft, whatever we want to call this thing. It's pretty beautiful. So that'll be going back into Jezebel's 18 spline. This is the correct deal. Now this is the same between an 18 and a 23. Oh, I'm bleeding. Ow. But yeah, we got this for our transmission. This is the correct shaft for it, so this will be going in it. And we got a bunch of stuff in this box below, so let's dig into this, see what we got. All right, well, there's my invoice. I will look at that later. All right, what we got? We got gaskets, and also don't buy the gaskets off Rock Auto or any of the other parts stores. Get your gaskets from Dan Brewer. They're thicker, they're better made, and well, they're just better all around. Good God, man. What a pack job. Okay, these look like these are gonna be bushings and stuff. We'll look through those here in a second. Make sure they're just kosher and cool. Dan, I don't know if you meant to send me these scissors. If you want them back, I'll bring them to the Indy swap meet for you. All right, we can see it now. That spray foam must have been fairly fresh when it was sprayed in here. It's sealed in there real nice. We got fresh helicoils in the tranny mount area. That's a new tail shaft itself, the casting. Not new, it's an original. But we got that, and guessing all of our little bags here. Let's just see what's in there for the heck of it. Okay, so we got a new tail shaft bushing, a new seal. See what else we got. A new billet yoke. That'll work. Thank you again, Dan. Let's see what's in this last guy. Oh, there's our new bearing. Okay. So we don't know for a fact that if anything's actually damaged inside the main case, the gear set or none of that stuff, or maybe the input shaft got damaged. We don't know what's actually hurt in the transmission. These parts here on the ground are what we know is messed up. Clearly, it's kind of hard to argue that this will be fixed. Now, of course, fantastic dude. Thank you again, Dan. If you ever see this video, I can't say enough nice things about you, man. You're the man in a good way. So I figured I would just go ahead and film this little unboxing, show some love and support to a great friend and great businessman right there, saving the day once again. Anyways, thank you guys for checking this out. Go support Dan if you need anything 4-speed related for your Chrysler. And
repair
I'm gonna get back
Jezebel's
to work
18 spline so we can get my 70 Charger back on the road. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let's start our adventure.
Yeah, isn't that pretty nice? Yeah. Now you're on camera, Jesse.
That's nice looking.
Yeah, that's only the finest parts from the Danny Brewer.
From the Danny Brewer?
Yeah. Another billet yoke. Yeah, we should have everything in here to make a transmission again out of it. It would appear I left the gaskets at the house, but there's our like new replacement tail housing. Yep, one of these nights we'll get that guy fixed up and it'll be good to get Jezebel back on the road. I am talking to myself. And the two people who are watching this dadgum video, okay? Okay. Anyways, one more big shout out to Dan Brewer, Brewer's Performance. Thank you again, man. Oh, yeah.
Right there next to her mechanic.
All right, Jesse is going to provide some entertainment for everybody because he thinks he can get that shifter plate off without destroying it. And I feel like younger Jed used Loctite because one of those was already stripping out. So he's going to start with the one that's, you know, not screwed up. Look at that, he's got his foot on there.
Is my ass crack hanging out?
Not yet. Don't worry, I didn't film that. Look at that.
Oh, bro. Good.
Oh, no. Now it's really in there.
Good thing that's a Craftsman.
Oh, look at the carnage. Hey, stop hitting that. That's worth money.
I can't believe you'd be dumb enough to Loctite those.
I don't think. I don't know.
Oh my god. I can't believe I was dumb enough to ruin my Allen socket.
That's. Don't worry, Jesse. Someone there. Oh wait, maybe that was the one that was kind of stripped out. Nope, that's the bottom one. The bottom one was the stripped out one. I mean, no matter what, I put those in there probably with the Ugga Dugga Wrench 9000, so yeah. Alrighty, fellers and non-fellers. So, last time we went on a little excursion, we went under my buddy Jesse's place like you just saw. And we're going to fix Jezebel's 18 spline. I always drop it off to be ready to do that. And one of the things I forgot was, well, my gasket kit from Danny Brewer. So, we're going to be taking that out to Jesse's because we're going to be doing the old 18 spline here in a bit. And since we're here at my desk, I just want to show you, there's the rest of the transmission if you are curious. If you want to see the carnage, you can just look up the first year at No Name Nationals and me attempting to drag race my 70 Charger. And what caused this was just age to me and lots of other hits because it was a 67/18 spline. And, well, those things never really got put behind Hemis for the most part. And just imagine what 50 years of someone else beating the snot out of the transmission would possibly do. Or if there was a flaw in that output shaft. But anyways, I digress. Let's go fix this thing and put Jezebel back on the road. And again, thank you everybody for being here to check this out. Alrighty, well, we made it at Jesse's. There's the 18 spline. We got the camera set up and everything. So, let's get this bad girl fixed. Finally.
About damn time.
Can't help it.
This will be the second time I've built this transmission.
Well, at least I made it here this time. Hey,
Well, hey.
watch handling my little choke there right there. Hey, hey, hey.
I don't want to scratch anything.
Spent a lot of money to have that, okay?
Hey, watch how you anal it means stare at it while you do it. A little pitting on that gear, but
It's probably the original gear.
yeah,
1967.
looks good.
Well, it looks good right there, Jesse. It doesn't look so hot at this end.
That end's a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That end's been jetted.
Jetted?
Jetted.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Only I could break a 18 spline somehow. It's just my luck. That's all it is.
You could break a hole in the sand pile, couldn't you?
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but sure.
Not long ago. So the bearings are still all in there.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, now let's make sure that that front synchro is not jacked.
How do we check for that?
Well, I thought it looked like metal, but it's not metal.
I saw a little bit what looked kind of like orange paint.
It's my assembly grease from when I
Oh.
built it. It didn't even run long enough to wear out the assembly grease.
No, it didn't really get a chance.
No.
That's pretty impressive.
Okay, so.
I think there's a slight problem with this one, Charlie. Yeah. Do you think we can, you think you got some JB Weld laying around? I think we can fix this. So that way we can avoid taking any of this crap off. We could just keep this one spare.
No, you let me have my scrap. Here we go.
Oh, perfect. That's what we needed.
I might have a JB Weld Racing sticker.
We're gonna need that.
I think I do.
when I repaint the transmission, don't worry.
Put it on the side of Jezebel, sponsored by JB Weld.
Let's see how long it lasts.
You get that sticker made, I won't want to
Oh, big shout out to having good friends. Now it's together.
This is heat naturally as it came apart, and it did that after the fact, after it broke. But those beach marks are originating right down in there, so it had to have had like.
So you think it's a casting flaw, and that's the root of the tear?
It probably had like an inclusion or like a dent or a ding in the shaft down in that area, and then the stress of the torque just went, and then as it broke, it came out this way. That's what.
All the people smarter than us in the world.
Everybody in the comments, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's really cool looking.
Yeah.
Wow, hang on, turn that back this way. Golly. All right, twist it back your way a little bit. Those ridges are really wild to look at on camera.
Kind of like Ruffles. Ruffles has ridges.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can't have just one.
Well, okie dokie, everybody. Welcome to the next day, right after we got done assembling the old 18 spline. So I got the 4-speed all cleaned up, well, for the most part. Degreased the heck out of it, wiped it down, wire wheeled it, got it all clean. So now I'm going to start taping it up, and then we'll rinse it again, heat it again, and then epoxy coat it with some paint, and then figure out what color we want to make Jezebel's 18 spline before we stab it back in the old girl. So let's get to work, folks. Well, we had some visitors stop by the name of Mark's Hot Rod Garage. Mark bought a tunnel ram from me, and I appreciate the heck out of that, Mark. It was cool meeting you, your wife, your grandson, and your son. It's all about family. And speaking of family, while they were here, I decided to break out Jezebel's drive shaft that Strange had done for me. And Crow Molly, beautiful bastard right there. Got another 1350 solid U-joint to put. Correction, that is not the correct part number. Anybody looked it up? Call me out. This is the correct part number, 5-1350X for the non-greasable Spicer 1350 U-joint. That beautiful fella right there. So yeah, put on this end right here, and we got Jezebel's transmission all cleaned and painted up the other day. Took quite a bit of time just to make sure she was primed, painted, and cleared, because you get one shot to make stuff look halfway decent. And well, whereas I've had a number of chances with Jezebel because things keep doing stuff, yeah, stuff, to say the least. Just might as well take some time and make it look pretty. So I just got to wait on a shifter adapter to get here because that one doesn't want to leave. And well, Jesse already broke a bit off in there to try and say, I'll get it off there in a hurry. And well, yeah, that happened. Header bolts are a much better idea than those countersunk bolts they use from the factory. Alrighty, so finally had the excuse to invest in one of these billet shift mounts. I have always wanted one of these. They're about 60 bucks on eBay. And the originals, well, I did actually get the one off of Jezebel. That was a heck of a fight. But also in that, I panic ordered maybe one extra, considering I only had this one. And yeah, I hopped on eBay and I was like, I'm not going to spend that. And I bought 2 of these for basically the price of this one. And then went back and said, it does come with all the bolts and hardware. So sure, always wanted one. Plus the threads actually on these top holes on these 3 look like they could use a little bit of work. So I'm going to use that billet guy on old Jezebel. Real happy with that. Like I said, it did come with hardware. These little stubby guys here. It's time to grab Jezebel's old 4-speed shifter setup and reintroduce it to the 4-speed. Alrighty, everybody. So, a little update for you on the old Jezebel saga. Dad's getting ready to do a little bit more wiring on the old Polara. I got Yeti Jake with me. And he's going to help me manhandle the old 18 spline up in Jezebel, since he was there for, well, basically motivating me to rip that some gun out. And then went out to Jesse's and got that some gun rebuilt. So why not make use of the good friends we have who are much stronger and ever so slightly younger than us. I can use that now. And so yeah, let's put my car back together. All right. Well, God dang it, there goes one of my excuses to not work. You guys really got to get one of those friends, you know, just doesn't worry about his back getting destroyed because it's probably already fused all together. Plus yeah, everybody needs one of them. So I guess I ain't got much of an excuse. All right, finally got all the tools. 18 splines underneath there, strapped all down. Thank you, Jake. Yep. Get that guy bolted on. Went and had to find some new hardware because I lost a couple of the things. So granny mount, cross member, 4-speed, all this stuff's gonna go back in. So what do you guys say? We do a classic maybe hyperlapse and well, make her whole again. Alrighty, well, you'll see. There is an 18 spline 833 back up in Jezebel. Jake, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Didn't fight us at all, not one bit.
Nope, that went in there just like a freaking dream.
Don't listen to it. It'll lie to you.
Thank you, Dad. Well, you brought us tools and...
Two bits.
Yeah.
You the best gopher we got.
Two bits.
All right, so...
We got a union.
We do?
Yeah, the 2 bits union.
No, we don't. Who lied to you? And it is the next morning. Oh, that was fun. So I came out here pretty early and decided, I was thinking about just not putting Jezebel's exhaust on and just running some header mufflers or something just to be obnoxious. But in the scheme of all things sanitary, might as well go ahead and put it on because the car's still off the ground right now and it'll be a lot easier. And so I came out here and ground all the rust off I could and a lot of the loose paint, and except for on the zoomies, I wanted to keep those looking like crap because there's only one way to really get that look, and that's honest aging. And I never liked these things when I got them freshly painted. All I could do was just wait and hope that they got looking like that. And this is all really thick wall stuff here. This entire exhaust system is insanely heavy and overkill, and
by all means. I knew what I was building when I wanted to build it. So I got it all cleaned up, and now I'm gonna move it probably in the barn, get her clean, wiped down and painted, and then take that paint on, and then, well, add the drive shaft and she'll be back on the ground. Alrighty, well, the good Lord has finally blessed us with a warm day. Now we can finally get Jezebel put back together. It's about a week or so after Indy. We had some cold weather, and our pond was very low, and now it is very full. But we got the drive shaft and new U-joints put in before we left. Ooh. So now, I got me a new billet shifter adapter plate. Always wanted one. Perfect excuse to buy one. Got all my tools, got my header gaskets, gonna hopefully try and get the exhaust on, get the transmission filled up, and well, get old Jezzy off the stands and back on the ground. All right, last time she's gonna be without her shifter, hopefully for quite a while. Ooh, shiny new billet mount. All right, and after a little bit of a struggle, got all my stuff reconnected on the heim joint end. Now I'm gonna move to the top, check everything, put my speedometer drive back together, which just screw that right back into there. And right while we're here, we might start putting the wires to these, because I had the wires ready for that, or at least I did. Yep, but also got to remember, fill that bad girl up, but there we go. I would love to point out that I'm filling the transmission. It's pretty green oil we got from Rev, 10 grade 8090, but the Mopar flag in the distance is waving proudly. What a glorious day to be putting her back together. All right, it's all filled up, everything's attached, everything feels right. So now we get to put on our exhaust. Sweet.
Who doggy? Guys and gals, I want to thank you for always being here. All those who are watching the video right now, I apologize. It's been a minute. It's been actually, well, waiting to get this all done. And to finally hear her once again. And she really didn't take all that long to come back to life as far as putting fuel back into your carburetors. Now I just need to put my exhaust back on just to be civil, you know? Oh, I got one accelerator pump I'm gonna document, this guy right here. That one needs to probably be replaced. It drips every once in a while. You can see it's wet around the arm right there. Yep, we're gonna replace that one. But everything else, I'm kind of impressed. I mean, everything looks like crap because I sprayed this engine down with WD-40 like for the past 3 years to try and keep critters off of it and whatnot. I did have a fight with some rodents that were trying to live underneath my tunnel ram. I won that battle. And well, I just gotta wipe off the engine. I wiped off the Morosos just because that's necessary. Filled up the Hydromax clutch setup from American Powertrain. Actually, you can see my fluid's actually gotten quite low. It was basically, it bled itself off. And as you saw when we started the car back up this most recent time, you know what? Put our bitch bar back up. So you'll notice that the clutch was working. The hydraulic throwout bearing, everything was operating correctly. I'm pretty happy with that. The brakes all still work. Had to fill up the front reservoir, or the rear reservoir technically, and put a little more fluid in the Hydromax. And well, I guess, folks, I want to thank you for being along for this whole daggone journey. I really didn't want to just leave this video hanging with just not actually hearing Jezebel once again. So next time, I hate to do this to you, but next time, join us. We'll get that exhaust on. And then we'll get Jezebel out once again, and we'll start to enjoy her. And remember all the things that we were going to do about 3 years ago before I blew it up at No Name. Like, it still needed an alignment. Both front tires need to be replaced. Kind of amazing I remember all that. But just as goes with any project, nothing's ever truly done. All we can do is really make them mobile and keep them on the road for as long as we can, as best we can. And that's our goal here at Scott's Speed Shop, even though we're not really a speed shop. We're just a bunch of family of Mopar guys who share the last name of Scott, who love putting things back together. Like the 55, Jezebel, our Duster, 800 semis, more projects, Duster, Dart, tractors, name it. Dad and I aren't picky, really. Alrighty. Well, you can thank Dad because we're not ending the video. Because Dad just got home and he's like, hey, you need any help with anything? Yeah, let's get Bullwinkle attached. Dad said that. He came up with that. I'm not going to steal that, but
Looks like Bullwinkle.
it does. Moose antlers. So we're going to set you guys up. And since Jezebel's already functional, oiled up, sauced up, ready to go, we'll get the exhaust on. Shifter's already hooked up, brakes work, everything works, so just might as well finish this damn thing out all the way, right? Best damn dad right there. He's put up with me for 3 years of just like not doing much, just letting me let my Charger sit. He's still here helping. Thank you, Dad. Well, I'll thank you again once we get this in. I'm sure I'm gonna be cussing in about 3 minutes. This shit still fit.
you say about it, Dad?
Come alive.
Uh-huh. Well, now it's time for us to fire her back up. I'm gonna leave her up in the air for a little bit longer because I want to make sure we ain't got any exhaust leaks, because, well, there's just a couple. I mean, there's the connection there, and then there's a double connection there, but that's about the only places to leak. Just want to make sure she ain't gonna leak. Watch, we're gonna need the Excalibur to fire her up this time.
Oh no. Oh no.
What do you think? Leave the door open or shut it?
I'd leave it open.
All right. That way I can bail out when it catches on fire.
It falls off the jack stands.
Look at that.
Started right up.
Thank you for all your help, Dad. I appreciate the heck out of it. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna have to apologize to everybody because I didn't realize how much stuff we actually did to Jezebel that night and basically the following few days afterwards, because we took it off the jack stands and well, I was gonna wait until the next day to drive it around, but I ended up getting a wild hair up my butt and decided to drive it around and parked it up here. And she was just bumming me out with all the bird poop and, well, all the crap on her. So I went to town just wiping her down with some glass cleaner on one of these nice days we had, and just slowly got the car looking good again. And then I was really disappointed with how the keystones were looking, so I polished those bad girls up because, well, nothing looks better than freshly polished chrome. And, well, if you don't like keystones and you just don't have good taste in wheels, everything in the engine bay is doing fantastic, no problems there. Like I said, the keystones are all shined up. I just can't get over them. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. You know, hate me or not, you can skip through the part of this video because, golly, look at those.
Look at those. You almost see yourself. Well, you probably can now. But yeah, just been enjoying my car basically. And I can't thank all my good friends, all you guys, my dad, everybody enough. It's good to have old Jezebel back. So, as goes with anything, what do you say? Let's see if she'll fire up for us. Out there who you know, try and get their cars to start up like that. I don't know how we do it. We just do. No chokes, points ignition, all old school. They always fire right up.
Off in the sunset.
Well, everybody, this wouldn't be an appropriate Scott Speed Shop video without a little bit of a mess. So, as goes with anything, when you kind of forget things. Oh, and by the way, keep chucking belts. I forgot I only had the one fan belt, and this is the same one from No Name that kept jumping off. So Jezebel's a little warm, she's a little unhappy, but just like anything, she'll cool down, she'll be good. Dad, I get, yeah, look at that. Now it's a good excuse to change the antifreeze. Put a little fresh stuff in there. And it was great getting to drive old Jezebel again. Guys, gals, folks, everybody, I just want to say thank you for being here, watching this whole video. It's been a heck of a deal getting to this point to be able to drive the Charger again. And well, now we basically get to worry about tearing Dad's Charger apart. And well, it's gonna need one of them there handles and an extra gas pedal. So just want to thank you. I appreciate y'all for checking this out. It's great to have Jezebel back, and it's great to actually have her mess up, because the last time we tried doing this, nothing went wrong. So of course, as soon as the old camera comes on, but
we'll get that lined out now. I kind of forgot about that too.
yeah, well, I got a new crank pulley, because the water pump pulley and the crank pulley don't match up 100%. But that's just all stuff. We're good at fixing things, and I'm really good at breaking things. So that makes, well, I guess Dad's really good at fixing things, and I'm pretty good at breaking stuff. Yeah, make a pretty good team. So Dad, thank you for all your effort.
Tree trimmer.
That is true.
Go Alice, WD, out and about.
The never-ending challenge of cutting down trees. It's true. So, as always, guys, thank you for checking it out. Look forward to seeing you in our next adventure. As always, take care and bye-bye. Bye-bye. Mom, you're in there. You got to say bye-bye. Bye. Fired right back up. Unfortunately, already cooled down. Perfect. However, unfortunately, I'm going to tell future Jed and viewers who are watching that alternator is stripped out. So don't expect that belt to stay tight for very long. I'm going to need another one of them. Thank you for checking it out. Thank you, Dad. Best cameraman ever. What a ride. What a ride. Built ourselves something pretty damn cool, I'd say.
I'll be saying so. That's right. Off in the sunset.